Yeah.
I can tell you're a lot more excited than I am.
I saw a lot of deer tonight behind the house. Okay, well, Brent just texted me and said he's ready to get picked up. So I'm guessing that means he didn't get a deer tonight. But it's only his first week out hunting, and he likes to kind of take his time and see what's out there, if you will. I saw a lot of deer tonight. Okay, so I just went and picked up Brent. I'm in a much better mood than he is, it looks like. And what's funny is I saw a bunch of deer tonight behind the house. Not a bunch. I mean, I saw a couple deer tonight. Not
Great, that's awesome.
But when I pulled the ranger out to go pick him up, this buck jumped up and ran right along next to me. I thought he was going to run right in front of him, but he didn't.
That's good.
But he didn't see that buck either.
I'm glad you saw some deer tonight.
Yeah.
You know, I love to deer hunt, and there's one thing about fishing and hunting, they're pretty much go hand in hand, is you have your good days and you have your bad days, and we're going to count this off as a bad day. I didn't see a deer tonight, so you know, it's pretty disappointing, but you have to be persistent and you just keep at it. And the thing I can think of is they're only going to get better from here. The good thing is you picked me up. I didn't have that far to go,
Yeah.
so it makes it not nearly as bad if you have an hour drive. But I'm excited. Tomorrow I'm going to the farm to a really good spot. So, you know, it's that weird time of year. There's a big full moon, so it may not help. But you don't have to rub salt in the wound when you tell me there were some in the backyard. But
Yeah,
hey,
there were 2 bucks at the scrape of the backyard where you had
that's all right.
the decoy the other day. So.
I did get, you know, I get reminded it's not always about shooting a deer or seeing a deer. I got to see a possum, so that was, but you know, I got to see some geese as well. I probably should have had my shotgun and would have had some geese. So that was pretty cool. But I got to see an awesome sunset. So tomorrow will be better, and we'll go from there. So hopefully next time will be a better hunt.
Okay.
Last but not least, don't forget your bow. I hate to admit it, but I have forgotten my bow before. Nothing more sickening of a feeling. I can't believe I'm even admitting that. But, I have forgotten my bow before, so let's not forget our bow. All right.
Are we ready?
We are ready, finally.
Are you going to shoot a deer?
If the right one comes along, absolutely. I'm not opposed to fall fishing.
There you go.
Okay, so I just got to the farm, Victor and I did, and getting ready to do an afternoon hunt. I just stepped out of the truck and it's 71 degrees. So not the kind of weather you hope for early November, but it is early November, so it means the rut's going on and it's time to get out there. We've got a pretty good wind today. You know, people give me a hard time. How come you hang so many tree stands? And it's just because of that. When you have a couple people hunting, when you've got different winds, you got to hunt different stands at different times. So, and I like to keep them fresh. I like to be hunting fresh stands. A lot of stands we won't even hunt in a season. So we're here at my farm. We're really excited. I've shot some really big deer here over the years, and you know, it's an exciting time. It's early November. The weather could be a little bit cooler, but you know, it is what it is. And buddies are giving me a hard time about the big one I passed up over the weekend. And you know, for me, this is more about a marathon than a sprint. I've got a whole season. I've got till the end of December, and I really enjoy getting the most of it, because in Kansas we can only shoot 1 buck. So you shoot 1 buck and you're basically done. And you know, I'll take the kids hunting and some other people hunting, but for me to pull the trigger on a buck, it's got to be a good one. So who knows? Maybe it'll be tonight. Maybe it'll be January or December 31st. But enjoying being out here. I know one thing, I'm not going to get cold this evening or probably the rest of this week. They got warm temperatures, but you know, the one thing about this sport is it's about persistence, and we're going to get out there, we're going to keep at it, and eventually we're going to get the job done. So we'll see what happens.
Pretty nice. All right, good luck. Bye.
Hang 15 feet off the ground and pull saw the top of a cedar tree off. she goes. Venison time.
So last week we put out a buck decoy and kind of had some fun seeing what was in our
Messing
yard.
with the deer.
Messing with the deer.
Yes.
But now he's taking it serious because it's the rut.
It's been time to get in the woods, and I got a little bit earlier of a start than usual, but not nearly as early as I'd like to. You know, deer season actually opens like I think September 15th around here, and my goal is always to get out in early October, but it just seems like it never happens, and fishing and life gets in the way, and that's fine. But yeah, it's time to finally get in the woods. And
he's been in the woods this week. This week is the first week, and we have a good friend in town from Wisconsin that comes down. And
yeah, he came in town. Victor came in town.
So we always take the camper down, and we get the camper set up, and they kind of spend the week camping.
Kind of, you know, it's so much like fishing. You get out there and you kind of almost like pre-fish. You kind of get dialed in where they're at, and it seems like it takes a couple days to really get figured out and get dialed in, hit everything right, and hopefully get some opportunities. And my first couple hunts were very, very uneventful, and then it went from there to almost too eventful. And it's one of these
very
things.
Eventful. But he didn't.
I hope I don't regret later on. Yeah. But it's one of those things I can't regret it. It just, you know, because it's about being out there and enjoying it and learning, and you know, you put all this blood, sweat, and tears into the properties, and
I do like that example though. It's like pre-fishing because he spends several months and weeks leading up to the main hunting time running his cameras and checking on food plots and doing all of his research and watching the weather, and then we have cameras out all over so he can kind of pattern the deer. So he does spend all that time doing all the prep work before the tournament, if you will. So deer hunting is very much like a tournament for you.
Yes,
when you pre-fish and research and do all of the due diligence ahead of time, which is what he really likes to do anyway, and just spending the time out there. It's way more than just the actual hunting.
I didn't really want the season to end. In Kansas, we can only shoot one buck a year. So when I shoot that buck, essentially I'm done, other than taking some other people and shooting some does or something like that.
Taking the kids.
And I enjoy all that, but I kind of want to enjoy the season a little bit more. So I'm hoping maybe in next week's or whatever, we'll have a little more to add of me. But I passed a really, really good buck. Probably a lot of people are going to call me crazy and all that, but
I called him crazy. I was like, I don't understand.
I know what else we have, and hopefully I can show you one of those this week is the plan. But yes, it's been fun. What's been crazy is the last 2 weeks of October have been unseasonably cold, really good hunting conditions. Good. Finally get out.
That's just like when they saw the buck that attacked the decoy. It was snow on the ground, so it was really cold.
Finally get the right weather conditions, and then I finally get in the woods. And this first week of November, highs in the 70s, lows in the. I mean, it's going to be hot. That's going to make it tough. But the good thing is I won't get cold in the stand at least. So,
that's true, and we get to have fun because the kids got to have some friends over, and we had a big bonfire. So we're enjoying this fall a lot and trying to take 2020 in stride and enjoying this season.
Well, I mean, this is the new house. This is the first time we've actually got to be here in the fall. We were here last year in the fall. Literally, you come out every day and it's a mud hole, and you're trying to figure out why the builders haven't got more done. But But we're here, we get to enjoy it, and it's pretty awesome. Get to get up in the morning, look outside with a cup of coffee, and watch the buck chase a doe across the dam this morning and all that. So
Brent's gonna go do some more hunting at one of our properties down by the camper, and I have requested he put back out the trail cam that has the video out behind the house again. So hopefully, which is where we
now that I'm learning, I'm gonna start doing the video thing.
Because I like the videos better.
I know
on the trail
you younger
cam.
guys are a lot better with this video stuff and all that, but you know, the biggest thing I have the cameras out there is for information gathering. I don't want to put it out there and have a card
I like
get
it for
too
entertainment.
full. Yes.
He wants it for information. I want it for entertainment. So
we're gonna
I've
get more
requested
videos
video.
of that too. So which I've learned though, because the videos you can tell a lot more of the deer too. So
That's true.
Should be fun, and hopefully next week at this time I'm going to show you a couple big bucks too. That,
Well, one big buck from him, one from his friend.
Yes,
So let's be clear.
hopefully a couple big bucks with us standing behind them
Yes.
is the plan.
So,
But,
so this week was about Brent hunting, the family enjoying a bonfire, enjoying the property, and just kind of following what the deer are doing and having some fun with that. So that's pretty much what we've done this week. Probably next week as well. We'll see.
yeah,
But
it is.
it was a fun week at the Chapman house this week. So we really had a good
Without
week.
a doubt. I mean, there's still a lot going on. Obviously, the behind the scenes with the business of I'm trying to get my old boat ready to sell. There's a lot of little touch-up things you have to do there on that end, and you know, we're in the process of trying to get new stuff ready for next year, trying to get stuff ordered and all that. So believe it or not, January will be here before we know it.
There you go. So we will touch base with you guys soon. Enjoy your fall, and
Remember to get out and vote.
Too late.
Too late. True.
Don't get out and vote, because this airs
Yes,
on the
hopefully-
day
hopefully
after
you've
the
already
election.
voted.
So hopefully you've already
Yes,
voted.
so,
Don't get out and vote now.
Yes. So not. Yes. Get out and
Go
vote.
out and vote again.
Yes.
Yeah. No. So anyway, but enjoy your week. We'll see you next time.
Take care.